Hey guys, good morning. Welcome again to another episode of my vlog. Welcome to Destination Dave. And for today's video, I am here in Almaty, Kazakhstan, but we are going to Uzbekistan for a 2-day trip. Actually, medyo maiksi-iksi lang tong aking travel to Uzbekistan. I'm going to Tashkent. Sobrang impulsive na pagpunta to kasi maraming nangyari. Actually, bago ako bumili muna ako ng ticket. No, I thought na Uzbekistan is a visa-free country, but last minute I learned that we need to secure an e-visa before going there. Pero in fairness naman, nakapag kuha ko ng e-visa. So we're heading there, and I'll tell you later kung paano ko nakuha yung visa, and then samahan niyo ako for today. But before anything else, please, if you can, please hit subscribe, like, share, comment, and also Destination Dave is now in Facebook. So sundan niyo rin ako doon, ha. And I am excited for this 2-day trip. Samahan niyo ako mamaya-maya, kwentuhan tayo. So let's go! Alright, so we're gonna take a cab going to the Almaty airport. I'm using Yandex Go para siyang taxi, and I'm only paying about less than 300 pesos papunta doon. Just imagine, sa Pilipinas sobrang mahal. So sa Yandex Go, you need to have a SIM card ng Kazakhstan. So hindi ako nag-eSIM dito, guys. As you can see dun sa aking first video, I did purchase an actual SIM sa airport kasi kailangan ng phone number para mag-register sa Yandex Go, dahil may mga one-time passcode na kailangan ma-receive bago ka mag-register sa Yandex Go. So tara. Grabe ang mura nito. So this is what a typical morning in Almaty looks like. It's 7 o'clock, medyo madilim-dilim pa, pero pasikat na rin. So we're now here at Almaty International. We're by the way taking Uzbekistan airline flight. So let me just check kung paano ang check-in process dito. Okay, so I think I was dropped sa may domestic. There's an international terminal over here. Yeah, so let's go. Kinabahan ako, akala ko walang flight na Uzbekistan Airways dito. Alright, I was definitely in a different area a while ago. It was the domestic part. Now this is international. So I'm now just gonna look for the Uzbekistan Airways counter. Hopefully it's already open. Now it's what? My flight is 10:45. It's 7:45. So like I'm 3 hours early on my flight. So let's see if it's already open. So looking at it, 10:45 flight for Tashkent. Still no counter, so it's still closed. Wow, you have to wait. Oh god. Alright, so after a few hours waiting, I think we're on time. We're gonna be boarding Uzbekistan Airways now, going to Tashkent. I'm so excited. Later I'll tell you where I'm staying, which is very, very historical. So we were greeted with snow here in Tashkent. Oh, nice. Ayan, grabe, kapal ang snow. Alright, so I am now officially here in the Tashkent International Airport. Pagpasok mo immigration agad, so really not that much walk. So what I'm gonna do now is get a SIM card and then head out to my hotel since wala naman akong baggage. Okay, so kumuha na lang ako ng eSIM kasi sabi naman daw, gagana naman daw yung Yandex ko dito. Hopefully gumana nga, magkakaproblema kung wala kasi magta-taxi ako eh. Just gonna withdraw money and then head out. Ang ganda ng introduction sa atin, no? Medyo mas snow. So, today, I'm just really gonna rest up. Problema dito pagdating, dito sa paglabas mo, medyo aggressive yung mga driver. Talagang ipupush ka nilang kunin mo sila, and definitely those are, if not sa Yandex kayo kumuha, mas mataas yung rate na ibibigay. So sabi ko nila may kamag-anak akong kukuha sa akin dito. So ayun, let me show you guys. So yan, it's definitely snowing here now in Uzbekistan. And confirm nga, kung galing ka ng Kazakhstan and you have their Kazakh SIM card, na register mo na doon yung Yandex mo, you don't have to register again here, meaning hindi mo na kailangan kumuha ng physical SIM. eSIM would do. Yung eSIM ko, less than 300 to 196 pesos lang, good for 1 month na yun, but I'm only gonna be using it for a couple of days anyway. So yan, book tayo ng Yandex papuntang Hotel Uzbekistan. Yeah, while waiting for the taxi, by the way, their currency is called SOM, and nag-withdraw lang ako ng mga 20,000, hindi, 2 million SOM. So medyo milyonary tayo dito. 2 million SOM is about less than 10,000. So halos 10,000 siya. Probably that's gonna be good for for 2 days na, hanggang bukas lang naman ako. So ayan, tignan yung current situation ng and it's really just snowing. So let's just wait for the driver. Ang grabe, wala kang makita. Oh, sobrang snowing. Grabe. Grabe yung snow, ang kapal. So I think today is wala lang. We're just gonna chill in the hotel. Wala naman ang itinerary ngayon. Except merong sa harap ng hotel ko, na Hotel Uzbekistan, meron dong park. Parang isa sa mga national park nila. Let's go in. Hi, Hotel Uzbekistan. So here in, oh grabe, so I'm staying in Hotel Uzbekistan again.
No Russian, bro.
No Russian, I don't speak Russian, I'm sorry. Ahmed. That's the only thing I know.
Muslim.
No,
No?
not Muslim.
Philippines,
Philippines?
Yes, yes, Muslim, huh?
Yeah, many Muslim as well in the Philippines, many. So yeah, staying at the Hotel Uzbekistan. It's built. So I'm making video. It's built 1974, and para siyang Soviet Union style na hotel. So medyo luma. A lot of tourists go there as well because of the design. Really a huge hotel. According dun sa mga nababasa ko, they have huge they have huge rooms. Only cons is medyo outdated daw siya kasi again it's been built 1974. But location wise, there's a lot of things that you can do there. You can walk from the hotel, go to a lot of main key points in the city. So yeah, here now in Tashkent, I barely could see anything because it's really snowing. Not sure if you can. Yeah, that's what we see. Nothing really, nothing much. So I'm just gonna chill in my hotel today. Oh wow. So I'm now here at Hotel Uzbekistan. So ito siya, first glimpse. Oh, this is really a good hotel. Look at that. Look at the design. Oh wow. It's really snowing heavily. Medyo madulas na ang kalsada. So yeah, wala nang makita talaga sa labas. So we check in. Where's the check-in counter? A reception over there. So I am going to eat muna sa kanilang restaurant here. Expect that it's gonna be a little expensive because it's a hotel restaurant. Oh, look at that. Wow. Looking at their hotel prices, ng mga dishes nila, it's really not that expensive on a hotel setup. Their price is about less than 500 pesos per plate. Ito 500 nito, yung lamb ribs. Yun lang. The rest is it's cheap, guys. It's cheap. Rice is what, 20,000. 100 pesos. Oh, 100 pesos yung rice. Ayun ang mahal siyempre. Pero the rest, mura. I just got my first meal here. It looks very expensive, but it's not. Look at that. Lamb. Ooh. Nag-moist pa. Gosh, ang sarap nito. Ooh. Nice. Sayang, yung mandi na in-order ko na dumpling na may beef. Nilapitan ako nung it's now spoiled na daw, so I'm just gonna eat this. This is lamb. I'm not used to dapat, di ba, tinidor at saka chili, pero tastes really good. Iba talaga yung lasa ng lamb, iba talaga yung mga karne nila dito. Lamb, yung horse. It's just, we're not used to the taste, but definitely something that you look forward kasi bago sa panlasa, but it's masarap. Siyempre dahil Pilipino tayo, hindi mawala rice, so let's eat. Right, bill reveal for a meal na ganon kasarap sa hotel. 138,000 inclusive of 15% service charge. Only 676 pesos. Murang-mura yun. Sobrang mura nun. So, I am now checked in at room 14th floor. So, let's go. I'll show you my room. Alright, so 1409. Yeah, so it kind of looks outdated. Yeah, the same thing as what everyone's been saying. Yeah, medyo luma na siya. Oo nga. 1409. 1411. 1410, 1409. This is my room. So, let's see. Oh, the room is big. Oh, the room is big. But yeah, wow. Okay. Really nice room. How do we turn on the lights? Oh, let's see. Yung kanilang, where do we turn on the lights? Oh. Yep, the room is a little bit old, but it's fine with me as long as there's some sort of a big space. Oh, I think I know how to open now the lights ng CR. Okay, so this is their comfort room. Yeah, it's old. It's old, but it's okay. One day lang naman tayo mag-stay dito, and I only paid 3,000 pesos for one night here. Yeah, it's good. A lot of space for one traveler. So I'm gonna take a rest now, guys. It's been a tiring day to traveling here in Tashkent. I'll talk to you later. Alright, so I mentioned I will try to get some rest, but I think sayang yung araw kung hindi ko naman ilalabas to. So I will try to go to one of their national park. Dito lang yan sa tapat ko lang. Tapat na tapat ng hotel. I forgot the name. It's called Amir Timur Square. Para siyang circle. And circle kasi bilog siya. Nasa bilog na parang Quezon City circle. And then para siyang Rizal Park kasi nandun sa gitna yung national hero nila. Hindi ko alam kung kakayanin ko itong hirap maglakad. Ang dulas. Sobrang dulas. Let's see. It's funny. Someone asked, "Are you from India?" No, I'm not. I just look like one. Yan, pakita ko sa inyo yung yan. Yan o, kapal. And madulas siya. And pakita ko na sa inyo yung harap ng hotel. So this is Hotel Uzbekistan. So here. Yan siya. So sa gabi, maganda daw to talaga. Actually, a lot of people come here just to take a photo of this. Let's see. Very Soviet, lumang-luma na talaga siya, even sa labas. But still a popular tourist destination here. So I did a couple of research online and asked some people who has been here. I told them na meron akong 2-day stay dito, and they said that sobrang bitin daw talaga yung 2-day stay sa Uzbekistan. And it's, sabi daw din nila, like it's even boring to go here in Tashkent kasi wala daw talagang gagawin. Let's see kung tama nga yun, but you know, I'll just enjoy myself. Grabe, sobrang hirap na hirap ako maglakad kasi ang dulas talaga. Like the snow turns into water, and the combination of snow and water sobrang dulas. Like ang bagal-bagal ko maglakad ngayon. Look. And they are used to it. Ako napakabagal ko maglakad. Oh, still a nice view, right? Oh. Oh wow. Oh, look at that. Ang ganda. In this, I can confirm that this is the Amir Timur National Museum. So katapat niya lang yung mismong park. So look at that. Oh. Look at that. Ooh, nice. So ayan, tawid tayo doon sa mismong park. It's technically umuulan na. Babasa na talaga ako, but good thing I'm wearing this very good jacket that I bought yesterday. It definitely is snowing hard na. Pero we really have to go here right now and just look, pure white. Grabe. So yan, while walking towards mismong Amir Temur. So Amir Temur is their conqueror and emperor in the past. So para siyang si Genghis Khan. I think it's their national hero. And then yung statue niya is nakasakay sa horse, and it symbolizes leadership and power. So it's really a respected monument here in Uzbekistan. Same thing with us. like the Rizal Park. So yan, pakita natin ulit yung, ayan na, malapit na tayo. Yan. Actually sa gabi daw, maganda pumunta dito kasi grabe daw yung ilaw, maganda daw yung ilaw. So later on, mga ano pa lang naman ngayon, 4 o'clock, and I think it's about to get dark. Maya onte balik tayo dito. After ko dito pumunta, merong mall akong lalakarin. So let's take a look. So, ito na si Amir Temur sa harapan. So, here they are. Nice. Andun yung Hotel Uzbekistan. Ito yung si Amir Temur. Nice. Grabe, ang hirap maglakad. Sobrang nadudulas ako. But here I am right now going to a mall here. So, para rin siyang Kazakhstan. So, the mall is called Poytax. Hindi ko alam kung ano expect dito, pero this is the nearest mall here in Hotel Uzbekistan na walking distance lang. So let's check it out. Bili lang tayo onting souvenir. Alright, so this is it. Some of the stores are closed already. Wow. Let's see what we have. Okay, so para siyang DV Soria na yung mga aircon na mall na mas maayos. Problema ko, hindi yata ako makapagbili dito kasi wala naman akong check-in baggage, and yung dala ko kanina parang 5 kilos na. So I only have 2 kilos left. Siguro yung kaya ako makakabili ng mga keychain. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. Puro damit. Puro damit siya. And so I think mga bandang alas 5 na, right around this time, medyo nagsasarado na yung iba. Pero marami pa naman bukas. It's been fun walking around alone again. Just talking to myself. Yan, bili tayo hotdog. And burger and hotdog. Oh.